Good, getting internet. Yep, I'm back in the bedroom still because. Uh, so, apologies for the delays in the videos. I am still recording every day. It's just. It has been very difficult for me to find time to edit, even though I'm not even doing that much editing. It's more just me being so brain tired at the end of the workday that I'm like, no. So I'm a couple days behind at this point. Speaking of being tired, and that's today's subject. You may notice I have some additional bags under my eyes. That's because I have barely slept today. I ended up having insomnia last night and didn't fall asleep until 2:30, somewhere in that range. And then was woken up by my cats at, was it 4? Then woken up again at 5. I'm not entirely sure I fell asleep during that time, or if I did, it was very short, intermittent, and not deep. Then I had to get up at 7:30 because of psych appointment, which meant long day for me. So I have been operating off very little sleep today, and that's what I wanted to talk about because, pertinent subject. I function very poorly on small amounts of sleep. I know a lot of people that can, especially when they were younger, they can go through and it's like, oh, it's only 3 hours of sleep, but I'll be fine as long as I don't do that too often. And yet, no. When I was in college, the peak time where people try to pull all-nighters and so on, I was a dysfunctional wreck of a human being if I got less than 9 hours of sleep. 9, not 8. 9. It was later on as an adult that my body decided to shift from 9 to 7.5 as the primary amount of sleep. And 7.5 is what my body wants. Oh, I'm sorry, Zone. I'm on top of your thing. Or do you want to just be in my lap? Want to say hi, kitten? Apparently lower cat wants to say hi, but upper cat is just positioning himself on my lap. Or are you just pacing? He is one of the reasons why I had such a hard time sleeping. Because he and his brother were fighting. They didn't actually fight. They were just more annoying and harassing each other to provoke each other into fighting. I don't understand it. Anyway, sleep. Yeah. And this is a full stream of consciousness recording, not just because then I don't have to edit it, but because this gives a better idea as to what I'm like when I'm this tired. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't function very well on low amounts of sleep. It's a good thing that I'm not a parent because I would not function. I tend to snap quite a bit more easily, get angry, easily provoked to anger. It's a conscious effort for me not to do that, and a lot of my conscious efforts are weakened from being this tired. In addition, I will frequently make a lot of very basic mistakes. For an example, this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, when I took a shower, I tried to put it on as pants. This is what I mean by a lot of very basic mistakes. Or earlier I had something in my hand. What was it? I tried to put something in the refrigerator. Was it a bag of chips? Maybe it was a dirty bowl. It was something that belonged in the kitchen, but definitely not in the refrigerator. These are the types of things that become more prevalent the more tired I am. And this level of tiredness, for reference, I did take a nap after work today. This level of tiredness is associated with a lot of weird things. But the weirdest one is that I understand Danish more easily. It's a thing that if I get tired enough It's, as I mentioned, the conscious parts of my brain stop functioning as easily, and for some reason, it becomes easier for me to understand other languages. I don't know why this is the case. It's happened for Danish, it's happened for Norwegian, and I'm pretty sure it's happened for Spanish before as well. Uh, when it happened for Spanish was a very long time ago. I would have been a kid. But yeah, for some reason, it's easier for me to process other languages while I'm sleepy. Not entirely sure what's up with that. My best theory is that it's related to, you know, how some people will do things like listen to the same music when they're studying as when they're taking an exam, or chew gum during both times, where they have a physical association with the memory. That's my best guess. But it's not like I'm studying Danish while I'm sleep deprived. I don't get it. Otherwise, my day today consisted of doing a whole bunch of adulting. Today was a psych appointment day, like I had mentioned before. We talked about things. Did work today as much as I could with how sleepy I am. Everybody else in my team was also sleepy, though, so less of a problem. I was not the first person mentioned taking a nap. In fact, I would have been the last person to mention taking a nap out of the team, because I go last when I'm on our team meeting talking about what we're doing, because I'm alphabetically last. Other adulting, I had to get Kadir to sign some forms for the house. I purchased home insurance, or fire insurance as it's referred to here, because fire insurance is what's required. Every other bit of home insurance is technically non-required, but your bank may require it. Also, owner's insurance. I think that's basically title insurance from Zone. Don't. Title insurance from the United States. Plus setting up electricity cutover, plus setting up internet cutover, plus setting up a initial discussion over solar panels that I want installed in my home, because I think I've mentioned it, I don't remember for sure now, but electricity prices in Denmark are extremely high compared to even the rest of Europe, never mind comparing to the United States. They're about 10 times more expensive than they were in Norway. And Norway, in Bergen specifically, was cheaper than the US where I lived. If I remember right, it was like Bergen was a third of the price of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin was like 3 to 4, or somewhere between a third and a quarter of the price of, no, I'm mathing that wrong. There was a 10x difference between Denmark between Aarhus and Bergen, and there's a 3x difference between Madison and Bergen. Yeah, that's what I want to say. You'll notice that I'm keeping my eyes closed. That's because it actually hurts to look at the bright light behind the camera, even though I repositioned my tripod where I would have it available, because lighting. Yep. Let's see, what else did I set up today? Set up bank transfers, set up initial payment, talked with mortgage agency, so going to be needing to talk about the exact nature of my mortgage, probably tomorrow, if not day after. Edited both vlogs that are pending. They're both uploaded at this point. One of them I just put live right before starting this recording. The other one will be live tomorrow, although I haven't set that up yet. I'm almost certainly going to forget. I'm probably just going to keep these vlogs just delayed a little bit, just so I don't release 2 in one day. That doesn't make any sense. Have I mentioned I'm really tired? Because I am. And Isin and Zone are trying to get at each other's throats again. I don't think you all can hear the growls that are going on. I'm going to call it here so I can break them up. Or maybe Zone just returns. And then goes back out again to annoy his brother. This is what they were doing all morning, early morning today. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Anyway, hopefully my half-asleep ramble hasn't been too bad. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Internet. Hopefully you've had a good kitten. Bye.